Hello, my name is Sunny. I'm a mother of 2 boys as well as another we took in as our own. My husband Monty and I met in Vancouver 27 years ago. From that point on, we were best friends. Monty owned a construction business out there, and together we raised our 2 boys. Christmases used to be filled with good food and family, light displays, hockey games, and going out to play in the snow. 2021 began a season that was a blur of pain and loss. My father came to live with us because he was suffering from dementia. He stayed with us for 4 years, and during that time, my mom passed away. So our little family shuffled and shared rooms so that we could give him all the space and care that he needed. When my dad finally passed, our family was grieving with the loss of both my parents in such a short time, and Monty was right there by our side. He was my protector, my best friend, and the boys' best friend too. Then in April 2022, news from Monty's doctor changed everything. He was diagnosed with cancer, and our world crumbled. At first, what seemed treatable and beatable turned into only a handful of months left to live. Despite all our jokes and assurances and attempts to make the most of our time together, that December was just too dark for our family. Monty was just too sick. We didn't hang lights up, put a tree up, or hang any ornaments. Monty passed away on February 3rd of 2023 at home. We all said our goodbye to our best friend. He was finally free of pain, and we were grateful for that, but he left a gaping hole in our family. No part of me wanted to continue to put one foot in front of the other and live without him, but I had to for my boys. Our house became too expensive, so we moved from our home. Money was very tight as I'm on disability, so every dollar is spent to keep our family going. When I was thinking about Christmas last year, I wanted to try with all my might to make it something my kids could look forward to. One of the boys said to me, "I know it'll never be the same without Dad. It'll never be as good. But maybe we can start a new tradition this year for how our family looks now." That sentiment broke my heart. I didn't want my kids to give up on the good parts of life, but I knew I couldn't afford Christmas without help. Socks were hard to buy for the boys, let alone a Christmas tree. I never thought I'd be in that position, and it's so hard for me to ask for anything. But I knew we needed help, and I had no one else to ask. I was on Facebook last year, and I came across a post in a group from a church offering to help families in Chilliwack at Christmas time. I couldn't believe that I could ask Southside for help for my kids. I realized because of All Is Bright, I could give them a Christmas. We could have something to look forward to, all together. Honestly, I'll never be able to express what that meant to me as a mom. Through All Is Bright, our family was the recipient of food, gifts, and clothes for my boys. After hearing our story, some Southsiders even had socks and a Christmas tree delivered to our house. Then we got a surprise visit from the help team, telling us that we had been selected as a family your church wanted to go above and beyond for. That meant gifts for me, and incredibly buying our groceries for a whole year. When they told me I had to sit down, I felt so dizzy, and I was honestly in shock. The gift of food security for my kids this year has been invaluable. I don't drive, so when food is delivered to our place, our boys get so excited. We all head outside and grab the bags and unpack them in the kitchen together. My boys are eating healthy food, and I haven't had the weight of worry about our next meal or where it is coming from. The cherry on top was your church planned a special Christmas trip to Grouse Mountain in a limo. It was indescribable. We had truly not left the house in years as a family. We had been paralyzed by grief, and we couldn't leave my dad alone. So to see my kids go to this magical Christmas destination feeling like rock stars made my heart swell. I could never have done this on my own. We took pictures on the gondola, hiked to all the Christmas lights, ate at the cafe, and cozied up around the fire. I felt guilty that we were on the mountain enjoying ourselves for the first time in a long time, being that my husband wasn't there with us. We felt like a family up there, and I hadn't let myself feel real joy since he passed. In that moment, I realized that God had provided gifts that were allowing us to begin to heal, and I smiled because I couldn't help but think how much Monty would love that all 4 of us got to feel like royalty for the night. I want you to know that I am so thankful God led you to bless our family. Thank you, every one of you, for sacrificing so we could be taken care of so well this year. Sadly, I know our story is one of thousands in this city, but it was meaningful to be able to share what all is bright and all of you mean to us. It's been hard to think about God throughout these past years, but this year, I can feel a little more faith in my heart, and I'll be watching online this Sunday with all of you. Thank you, Southside, and from my family to yours, Merry Christmas.